bargain with the spirit and I read a verse. Devil tried to kill me, but it didn't work.
Hey, good morning, fam. We are getting ready to start our day, but before we do, I wanted to open our stickers with you. So here we go. They just came in. So we're looking forward to getting those out. Okay, here they are. This is also, we use the sticker app. Shout out to them. We're not sponsored, but one can hope for the future. So let me take it out. Let me see. I know.
It's really big.
I know, right? Let's look.
Which one you like, Mama?
All of them, sweetie.
I like
So here they are. All right, guys, keep an eye out. See them around. Have a wonderful day. God bless. Hey guys, calling it a night. Just got home and settled in and wanted to touch base after going out this afternoon after work and posting some stickers. Hopefully you'll see them around and you'll feel encouraged. But after we did that, we went out and passed out some care kits, and I had the pleasure of meeting Alexia today, and she shared her story. She's been battling homelessness since 2018 when she turned 26. She has 3 children, and right now they are in foster care, and she's working on reunification, and she's looking for a job, transportation, and a new home. And so I'm sharing this. I have invited her to share her story personally as well, whether she, next time we meet up, either would like to record a video or send me a video or send me a picture, or, you know, text me her story, her words specifically that I could share with you. But in the interim, you know, I did want to share the message so we can start putting our minds together to come up with resources for her. So I'll be sharing more eventually, I'm sure. So Catherine, I've still not been able to find. I'm praying that somebody decide to help her maybe get a Greyhound ticket to Ohio. But I will share her story with you this weekend, as I mentioned in the previous video, if I do not find her by this Saturday. So more to come on Alexia. If you have any resources on job leads, she has a background in providing healthcare. She's been a CNA worker before, and she likes hospitality. You know, and if there's any leads on transportation, apart from, you know, county services, which I'll be helping her fill out applications for that, let me know. You know, send me a DM, and you know, just keep her in our prayers. You know, and keep her family in your prayers, please. Really believing God for a miracle, that the family will be reunified. And so I'm just really looking forward to hopefully more good news in the future on her behalf. So thank you again for taking the time to listen, and I'll be providing updates every other day, or as I have any pertinent information to share. So have a good night. God bless. Hey guys, happy Tuesday. It's been a minute since I provided an update, so I just wanted to jump on here real quick while I'm driving to go pick up my daughter. Yeah, it's been busy. Another rainy day here in Southwest Florida, and We've been continuing to hand out care packages, and haven't really had a lot of it recorded on video just because when I'm meeting people for the first time and working to build a relationship and explain, who we are, what we're about, I like for folks to be comfortable and and then explain and try to reconnect with them if that's something that they're interested in, if they'd like to share their story. So far, there's been 3 pivotal folks that I've been able to, or I should say 3 pivotal instances where I've been able to meet with folks and help them out. One was Catherine that I shared with you, the elderly lady from Ohio. And then another young lady, Alexia, who was actually from Fort Myers, and who has been experiencing homelessness since 2018. Catherine, I had shared that I was going to provide an update, this past weekend if I wasn't able to find her, and I wasn't. But I prayed about it, and I've looked all over Fort Myers and all of the places that I potentially feel that I would find her, places that I'm aware of, as well as going into Salvation Army and trying to get a lead there, and it was all unsuccessful. But I think it's a good thing because I really believe that somebody chose to finally help her with getting to Ohio, which is the story that I wanted to share with you. So Catherine, she's in her 50s. She's been homeless for 35 years, and around 3 years ago she came to Florida to see her elderly father, who was not doing so well. He was on life support, and so she got down here, and before she was able to say goodbye, her next of kin chose to take him off of life support. So she really never got the closure that she was looking for. And so that was something that, that she was, shared was still kind of soft on her heart. And as far as, being homeless and this being a way of life, it's just the way that, she had found her path and her way of, I guess, her preferred stability, if you will. And spending time with her, I learned that, she really liked music a lot, rock specifically. I try to gain some education, on safety factors, and if she had friends here that would help her keep an eye out while she would try to rest, and how she would get her needs met. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is because whatever I learn, I want to impart to you to edify you and to educate you, so hopefully it inspires you to contribute back to the community. With Alexia, going back to Catherine, before I go to Alexia, her goal was to get to Ohio. She had an aunt and uncle in Ohio. She's been in Florida for 3 years after her dad passed, and never really had the means or the resources to get there. They couldn't afford to get there. And so what my plan was to reach out to you, the community, to see if you would be interested in sponsoring perhaps a Greyhound ticket to get her to Ohio, because she is deathly afraid of flying. So which is understandable. I'm sure some of you could relate. So that was the unique approach that I wanted to propose to everybody in the event that I was able to reconnect with her and to have her share her story, so you could hear directly from her. But I'm trusting the Lord that she made it safely to Ohio, since I've not been able to see her here. Alexia used to live in subsidized housing a few weeks ago. She has some children, and by the way, I've asked folks, I'm sharing their information with you. I did ask if it was okay. She was working towards getting stable, but for reasons that she didn't really clarify, she lost her subsidized housing and is back living on the streets. She has 3 children. She had her first child back in 2018, and then 2 after that, relatively closely together is what she shared with me. And they are currently in the foster system. So she's been working to try to stabilize their family dynamic so the family could be reunified. So, you know, she said that she's looking for transportation and a place to live and a job. And so she has a background in providing hands-on care to the elderly. So she also has some, you know, some CNA experiences that she shared and some hospitality. I think I mentioned that previously in another clip. So sorry if I'm being duplicative. But, you know, I've built a relationship with her. She may be coming to church with me in the future. Praise God. And, you know, I've been helping her with getting in touch with community resources that could be effective. That's always the objective. It's not just to send a link or to say, hey, go there. It's to make sure that whatever is being shared is truly effective. So the last person I actually met this morning, and his name was Michael. He is a newly unhoused neighbor, and he hasn't, you know, been out on the streets for too long, and he is, from what I understand, a long-term Fort Myers resident. So I'm supposed to potentially reconnect with him at a location that he said I could find him at, and just to see how I can further help him as well with trying to get in touch with community services that could help him. So aside from that, you know, just wanting to provide some updates on, you know, some of the relationships that are being built in the community. I wanted to share that we will also be working on updating our website. Right now it's through WordPress. As I mentioned before, we're not a non-for-profit, so a lot of this, you know, I'm doing it out of pocket, and so I'm taking it slow as well, just to see where the need is, and to see how people respond as well. So we'll be working on the website and also on Instagram, so stay tuned.
Oh yes.